Over the past 5 years, uranium prices have surged by 233%, indicating a renewed interest in nuclear energy, according to a June report by Bloomberg. Kazakhstan, which currently supplies 40% of the world's uranium, is well positioned to capitalize on this trend. Uranium industry expert Aldiyar Tokhtarov notes that rising prices have driven increased investment in the sector. In an interview for New Time, he emphasized that Kazakhstan, with its well-established uranium mining industry, should now aim higher by expanding into the broader nuclear industry. To learn more about the current state of Kazakhstan's uranium sector, please take a look at the fragment of our interview. Okay, let us talk about this. So what is the current situation in this industry with investments?
That's a good question, and let's talk about the world uranium industry. So we see a big increase in the investment in the uranium sector, which is driven by the rapid increase of uranium price within recent 2 to 3 years, and we see a lot of investment companies who are willing to invest into uranium mining companies, as well as the nuclear power sector. So we see a great increase in the demand for nuclear power plants, which will require more uranium for their operation. And another big thing is the increase of interest from the investment fund into uranium as a commodity. So they select uranium as, there are some funds emerged which take uranium as an investment and take it to invest there in order to win or benefit on the increase of uranium price.
Before the interview, I found some interesting data, and I learned that Kazakhstan's uranium exports to the United States actually increased sixfold in 2023 compared to 2022. May I ask you, what is driving this sharp increase? What is behind this?
So here we should note that exports to the country of the United States do not mean that it is the United States nuclear power utilities who will purchase this uranium. Uranium market is represented, uranium market trade is represented at 3 major hubs in the West. One in the United States, Converdyn in Metropolis, another one is in Canada, and third one is in France. So uranium which is delivered to these hubs will be sold to all other companies in the world. So for example, it goes to the United States, but it can be sold to a European company who have a conversion contract at this conversion facility at Converdyn in the United States, for example. So this is one factor, and another factor is that the United States have a great increase in their demand for nuclear power. So now they're looking to develop the nuclear power sector in the United States, which is also another driver for the increased demand.
Okay. In 2025, Kazakhstan will increase tax for uranium extraction. May I ask you, what potential consequences can we face in this aspect?
Okay, yeah. So in this aspect, it will definitely affect at the cost of uranium. So not the cost of production, but cost of the uranium, which goes as an end product, and it is just done in order to align the mining industry with the practices in the oil and gas industry, where such progressive tax is implemented for a long time already, and we had a really favorable tax regime for the mining sector and especially uranium mining sector. And here, in order to for the budget to receive more funds from the profitable sectors, then such tax regime will be implemented on a step-by-step basis. So a slight increase next year, this year, and from 2025, 2026, there will be a more complex structure implemented here.
Okay, and last but not least, may I ask you what needs to be done to fully unlock the potential of uranium industry for our country, for Kazakhstan?
That is a great question, and thank you for asking. So I will share my own opinion here.
Of course.
And in Kazakhstan, we have a great success story of Kazatomprom, which, thanks to the skilled management and to the dedication of that management, and greatly using the geological benefits or geological advantage of our country, managed to create the biggest uranium miner in the world, and to develop it from a very insignificant player in the market. So for now, I believe we have a very developed uranium mining sector, and we need to shift to the next stage where we develop the whole industry, nuclear industry, which includes fuel fabrication and fuel components production, non-uranium fuel components production, which will allow us to become an important player in the world. Another thing is that we need to forge partnerships with the most promising small modular reactor developers in the world, which will allow the long-term development of Kazakh nuclear industry, as well as there is a great market of radiopharmaceuticals, for example, which also can be developed, and basing on the success of Kazakh uranium mining sector, and you know that no other industry will be competitive enough with mining sector, but we need to use the profits we receive from the mining to develop our more technologically advanced industries and create value here, develop our own professionals.